Yo, what up, is Don?
Sammy here.
We are the Soul Brothers, man. What up? Back up in it. Gonna break down some shoes with the best materials that you can get.
Yes.
As of right now.
So for materials, we're not too picky on materials. You know, as long as it's, you know, our criteria is as long as it's thin, it feels minimal, right? That feels nice, and it needs to be soft and pliable. It doesn't. We don't like materials that are too stiff, and it needs to be supportive. You know, like it doesn't stretch at all, and that makes a nice material. Also, another thing that makes a nice material. Oh, that's just our criteria. But like for this video, will be like how it looks. You know, like I guess like aesthetically. You know, like a knit versus like a shit mesh. You know, knit looks better. You know, and also like I guess like feeling it in hand, like premium wise, and what feels nicer and softer. You know, you can definitely tell the difference between the shits like synthetic suede and a nice suede, you know what I'm saying? So I guess we'll take that into consideration for this list. But anyways, let's get it started. We have 2 tiers. So let's get started right with the Jordan 32, and that's the second tier. It uses a nice woven material, super premium, feels very nice, slightly stretchy, but that's the problem, it's slightly stretchy. It's a little, like, it's not as supportive, you know, especially when I was doing a lateral movement, my foot stretched the knit just a little bit, and the lateral containment was not good. But I guess just like materials wise, the Jordan 32 does it really well. Yeah,
it looks and feels super premium,
exactly,
which is nice.
Moving on to the next one is the Harden Volume 2. Definitely not the most, like, the best feeling materials in hand, but on foot, gets the job done. I mean, that forged fiber is very supportive, also super soft, it's pliable, and I also really like that neoprene material in the ankle where it stretches over your foot, and you can just slide it in and it makes the fit a little bit nicer. But we don't really like the lace eyelet thing in the synthetic material on the sides and the ankle. That's a little unnecessary, I think. A little much, but still the Harden Volume 2 is pretty damn nice. Moving on to the next one is the Hyperdunk 10. I really like meshes when they're done right. I guess Kyrie 4, Hyperdunk 10, Hyperdunk 2017, they all kind of like fall in the same category. Basically uses like an EM material. Very soft, very thin as well. Feels great on foot. It doesn't feel too bad in hand. And it looks also like pretty dope. The Kyrie 4, I don't really like some of the materials in the ankle area, but recently in their newer models for the Kyrie 4, they've been using EM for the entire upper, you know, so that's pretty dope. Alright, moving on to the next shoe is the KD11, and that's in the second tier as well because it's not very supportive at all. It does stretch, and that's one thing that sucks about it, you know, like it's very comfortable, it looks dope, you know, breathable, stretchy,
done right, it's thin.
Yeah, you can get the fit like really well because of that stretching in. But if you do too much of it, the support sucks. So that's what happened with the KD11. It still feels very nice. It's a really nice knit, and I love knits, but that's one reason why the KD11 is in the second tier. Even though I feel like it should be in the first tier, but because of that, we're putting it in the second tier. So, and if you guys want to try to get any of these shoes, we'll try to leave a link in the description box below. But starting off with the first shoe in the first tier is the LeBron Solar 12. I know you guys are a little bit surprised. We have not tried the materials with the different like
textures.
Yeah, with the
like the SFG ones.
Yeah, there's like leather, there's like suede. The one we tried is that canvas material, and that's super nice.
Super nice. I mean, super supportive, which is cool. Not crazy bulky. And then the strap is a nice touch. It helps lock you in a little bit too. And it doesn't look too cheap as well, which is cool. Yeah,
and that battle preen, or it's like a neoprene material, but it's stretchy. It looks like battle knit, and it's not battle knit. But like that stretches over your foot, but then it has a nice canvas material in the toe for support, which is very nice touch, you know? Moving on to the next one is Donny Boy's favorite shoe, and that's the Kobe 360.
Yeah, it's crazy that they can get into this list just being that minimal.
Yes.
It's so minimal it feels almost wrong. So, you know, the most breathable shoe on the list for sure. Ventilation is nuts. And the support is there for it being that thin. It does look a little plasticky. I don't know if you're into that. I actually kind of like the way it looks.
It feels a little plasticky as well at first, but once you break it in, it gets soft.
Yeah. And then after like a lot of wear, I've been wearing mine for a while, it starts to get kind of dusty up by the toe.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't really look great, so I mean, it's not aging super well. But again, the materials are pretty nuts. And that's a 360 fly knit, which means it's pretty much wrapping under your foot as well, and then they put the insole over that, so you get 360 degrees of the material covering your foot, which is interesting.
Yes. Moving on to the next shoe is the cheapest shoe on this list, I believe, and that is the PG2, coming in $110. But I mean, that material, that textile material, whatever they're calling it, is super nice.
Yeah, feels like a canvas almost or something.
Yeah.
Really nice.
The toe is really nice, and also the material in the ankle area is kind of like a neoprene kind of. It's like a booty, and makes the fit a lot better, and it's just. It feels great, supportive, thin. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the thinnest material, but it's not bad. It's still like pretty minimal, and it just feels great in hand and on foot.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the 2.5 as well.
Yes.
It's pretty much the same shoe. You just add a strap on the toe, which doesn't hurt anything. We actually think it looks even a little better.
Exactly.
Which is cool.
All right, moving on to the next shoe is the LeBron 15 with the battle knit. It's a lot more supportive than the KD 11. Actually, it doesn't stretch at all. It's just like there was a little too much of the material on the lateral side, so like kind of rolled, you know. Mm-hmm. So lateral containment wasn't amazing for me, but it's still supportive, I would say. And the material is stretchy, easy to put on, supportive, thin, all that good stuff. It looks great as well.
Maybe the best looking just straight material.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks crazy premium. And the colorways they're doing, you know, the multicolor mixing of different colors, they always look dope.
Yes.
So looks and feels crazy premium in the hand.
All right, moving on to the next shoe is the Heat Seeker, which also is very cheap, $115, but you're getting like KD 11 style of knit. It's a super nice knit. Very, it's like stretchy in the midfoot, so it's easy to put on. Makes it fit a lot better. But it's also really supportive. There's absolutely no lateral containment issues, which I don't understand how Under Armour did it, because it's still like a soft, stretchy knit. Especially in like, I feel like this is because there's an underlaying material. There's an underlaying material that's like pretty stiff and doesn't stretch at all. But yeah, that material is great. It feels soft, great on foot, great in hand, you know, thin, supportive. So Heat Seeker does it really well. And moving on to the last shoe on this list, last but not least, is the Curry 5. And that's also an amazing material. You haven't worn yours in a while. Yeah,
I haven't worn mine in a while, but they're nice. I mean, they put the support where it needs to be. There's some like anafoam type material in the toe that wraps around the lateral side all the way to the heel, which is, you know, nice, looks premium, feels premium. But then they put this like the knit booty that's underneath, and it's really kind of exposed on the medial side, which is really nice too.
Yes.
Super nice material.
Exactly. So, ingenious idea. But anyways, that's our list for nicest materials. Tell us what you know, obviously that's subjective, you know, but I would say like most people would agree, you know what I'm saying? But tell us what your nicest materials would be and like what model of shoe. But anyways, if you guys want to get any of these shoes, we'll leave a link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.
Peace.